Hi there, how are you, my beautiful humans, you amazing movers and shakers? I'm Lesedi Ali, I'm a spiritual life coach and psychic advisor, and welcome to Lesedi Life Podcast. So today's topic is our superpowers. And I am just lit because this has been on my heart to share and have a little conversation about with you guys for the past couple days. So stick with me. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you do find this helpful or you really just like vibing with me, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, okay? So let's get right into it. The biggest part of my awakening process was the day that somebody told me we can all do this. This somebody was a very sweet older woman at a it was a flea market. We were shopping at a flea market this day, and I asked for one of her readings. And so she did this for me, and I thought it was so cool that she could see so much with such little information. I just touched a deck of cards, she pulled some things out, she told me what she told me, and I was just floored. And I said, man, it's so nice that you get to share your gift like this. And she said, it's not a gift, honey. We can all do this. And so that's really what led me down the rabbit hole of self-discovery and my spiritual journey and my awakening process in that realm. I was already doing things to help wake my mind up and activate my pineal gland, and drinking more water, eating more healthy things, and consciously putting on, what I choose to listen to and watch on television. But this right here, this was something totally new. I'd already had dreams for years. I'd already seen spirits and been freaked the heck out. I'd seen things that were just unexplainable, and I always knew things that I just didn't understand how I knew them. So the more I started to research and dig, I just recognized exactly what she said. We all can do these things. I looked at my relationship with my religion. I looked at my relationship with the things that I was taking in spirit, and one thing stood out among them all. Love, compassion, understanding. When we get ourselves to a place that we're ready to hone in on what true unconditional love is, we put ourselves not only in the most uncomfortable situations possible, but we put ourselves in the best place possible to vibrate at a frequency beyond anything we could ever understand. Only recently in certain studies have we come to recognize the frequency of authenticity to be the most powerful. But if you've been working on love, you are more than halfway there. Because we really thought for a long time that love was the most powerful frequency, that love conquers all. But really the message is in the breakdown of that particular detail and what that truly means, right? If I'm going to transmute energy, meaning change, how the energy feels, I'm going to need to have love in me to do that. If I'm going to forgive something or someone, I have to have love in me to do that. If I'm going to heal anything with prayer, with petition, with my words, with understanding, with a hug, if I'm going to heal anything, I have to have love in me. If I'm going to deal with my own stuff and not talk bad about myself and bog myself down with mental and emotional stress, I need to have love for myself. I need to have love for the people that hurt me. And that crap is not easy. It's not. Like, I've been through the worst of the worst types of trauma and situations, and I chose to forgive and I chose to move past those things because I wanted to be a freaking awesome superhero. I had, from as long as I can remember, this passion to do what Jesus did, to do what Yeshua did in the parables and stories that I read about his life and his journey, to be able to follow and pay attention to his impact was a very big deal for me from an early age, because I knew that this was a physical person that walked the earth and did these things, right? It wasn't until later on in life when I got more knowledge that I began to be more spiritual, because I really couldn't get in alignment with some of the things that came along with my religion. But in the same sense, I never lost the admiration and the love and the respect that I had for Yeshua, or have for Yeshua. From the space of love, we can do things like laying hands. We call it Reiki now. From the space of love, we can cast out demons and negative energies and entities. Because I promise you, I've done exactly that. And I have been so powerful with not only the Most High God and my ancestors behind me, but the passion and the fire within me to make sure this person is never messed with again. You hear me? That passion to love someone and fight for them is deep. Because I truly believe that you are me and I am you. And if you are not okay, I'm not okay. I have always been able to see the connection that we all share. And I have always appreciated it. I didn't understand it. And I've had a lot of people try to manipulate me because of it. But even in that, it was making me stronger and better for being the superhero that I've become today. Okay? And I'm just getting started. I am just getting started. So for you, I want to share these things because I'm more than positive that if you've come to this channel and you've seen my content and you've looked at the message that I'm trying to share and bring about, that your healing journey, your self-awareness journey, your spiritual journey is important to you, maybe because of this or some aspect of it, that you see something more within you or the next person and you want to get past your ick to bring it out. To this day, I remember I didn't even feel my palm chakras at one point. I had no idea what they were. But the minute I could open them and unlock them, it got stronger and stronger and stronger the more I understood the love and the compassion that it took to push that energy forward to heal a situation in whatever capacity. I think about Frozen. For all my Disney buffs, I love Frozen so much. Y'all know I'm emotional. But I love this movie because her magic was connected to her love. She could only control it with love and acceptance. When she was in fear and isolation and didn't want anyone to see her for who she was, everything was a complete mess. She could not use her magic, her superpower, properly. And so for that kind of movie to be available for my children just spoke to me in a way that no other movie had, right? For me, in my generation, it was things like The Matrix and what was another one? That's the only one I could think of right now because I'm just a huge Matrix fan. But it's just so blatant and in your face that love was what needed to be harnessed to feel it and deal with it and move with it, right? So if I can tell you anything for any of you aspiring alchemists and healers and spiritual intuitives, oracles, readers, you work on you first so that you can love you and accept you. And then you work on the shadow, that was those dark parts of you that you think need to be banished. No, you need to learn to cooperate, because that shadow side is what got you through probably some of the darkest or hardest times in your life. Without them, you probably wouldn't even be here, okay? Let's be real about it. That part of you is willing to fight. That part of you is willing to take it there, okay? That part of you is the part of you that breathes, I am strong and I can do anything, right? So y'all gotta balance each other out, okay? And learn to work within the parameters of what's best and what's most comfortable for the both of you, for all sides of you, whatever that might look like. And then you start working on your relationships with people, right? Because I take this back. You can probably love a stranger a lot faster, a lot easier, a lot quicker than you can a family friend or a family member who's done you wrong. Totally understandable. But imagine the growth, the breaking of chains and patterns and the transmutation that happens within your body when you actually start to forgive those who have hurt you, whether they are close and within your family or they are on the outside. Okay, that changes everything about the way you're able to magnify what you are as an electrical being. Like, all of this is electricity, and it is fueled and powered by your authenticity and your love. Okay? So you go from you to the darker parts of you, to the trauma parts of you, to the people in your life, and you just go and you expand this further and further and further. And then you can really get yourself to, or well, maybe you can work on this at the same time, because I definitely have been doing it all at the same time. But you can actually start to take different parts of whatever your thing is and amplify it. Okay? You can get deeper with your dreams. You can get deeper with your healing work. You can get deeper with soothing babies. Because it sounds like I'm needed. My niece does not go for the BS when she gets tired, okay? So please excuse us. But in any case, you can expand whatever your thing is and then go into other aspects. I started with, cards and connecting to my ancestors, and then I moved into connecting with angels, and I moved into healing work. I moved into really understanding the makeup of what it is to be this divine, feminine, creative nurturer that I am. That in itself is so healing. I don't think I'll ever forget anything that I've been through and not accept it with love, grace, and gratitude. So I hope this helps whatever part of your journey you're in, whether it's the darker sides, you're just climbing your way out of probably one of the biggest holes. Feel like you haven't done enough for yourself or for others, whatever it is, wherever you are. I've been there too, and you're not alone, and it gets better, especially if you're doing the work. It has no choice but to. All right? I'm living proof of that. I love you guys. Again, like, share, subscribe for more. Namaste.